Hi! It's got a Groundhog Day, isn't it? I literally walked through that wall. No, I don't. But it is next door. Thank you for your company today. It's been lovely to have you. We've had some good products and some good deals on this morning, haven't we? I know you've been loving it. And we've got another show for you with lots of deals on here. So make sure that you're staying tuned with us right the way through the morning. We've got 11 o'clock. We are doing the rice paper download again, but with a different spin, with Lily, making cards with it, with a foil pen and some dies. So that'll give you more ideas for that. 12 o'clock's changed completely because you all bought that Tattered Lace Chantilly Dreams this morning. So you'll have a surprise for you at 12 o'clock. Then 1 o'clock, you're going to go over to liveshopping.vip where we've got our lovely Simon Owls coming in. And then at 6 o'clock tonight, on liveshopping.vip, we've got Jamie Rogers. So make sure that you're tuning in for those as well. Right, let me introduce you to my team for this hour. We've got Emily on cameras. Hello. Hello, little voice. Hello. We've got Andrew on comments in my ear. He says hi. Hello. He did that voice. Oh, and we've got a quiz. Brilliant. It's behind me. It's behind you. We've got a quiz for you as well. So we'll do that too. But first of all, let me tell you how to shop with us here at Live Shopping at Highlight Crafts. It couldn't be easier. So we're going to show you a product, and that product's going to have a code, and it's as simple as that. So you don't need to go away from our website or from us watching the show to go to the website to find the product, to put it in your basket. None of that anymore. It's brilliant, this. So you can watch us on your big TV on YouTube. We had a lady yesterday messaging and said she'd just bought herself a 65-inch television so she could watch us on YouTube. How fabulous is that? So we both stood there like that. Brilliant. So you can watch us on YouTube. You can also watch us on our Facebook page, Instagram, and our website, which is highlightcrafts.com. If you want to shop with us, you can shop with us on Facebook and Instagram, and all you're going to do is type shop and then the code that I'm going to give you that relates to that product that you want to purchase, and it will automatically put it into a basket for you. So you don't need to do anything else except type shop and then the code into the comments underneath the video, right? Super simple. Then we're going to send you a direct message, and that message has a link inside it. You're going to click that link and that will take you to our website, highlightcrafts.com. Now, please, 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 this is super important. If you haven't opened an account with us yet, if you're brand new, you don't know anything about us and you've never bought from us before, I need you to open an account. It's free, which to be fair is exactly what you would expect it to be, but it automatically and for free makes you a club member. And the club membership means that you get extra discount, not just on your first order, but on every single order that you place with us. You also get loyalty points for every £1 that you spend. And on a basket spend over £35, you won't pay postage. So after all your discounts have come off, if your basket gets to £35, you won't pay any postage, which is brilliant, right? Also, when you're opening an account, we do ask for your birthday. That's because we send you an extra little something when it's your happy birthday time. Brilliant, right? Right, so if you would prefer to shop directly on the website, you can also do that. Okay, really, really easy to do that. So we're going to go to highlightcrafts.com, click watch live, press play, and as soon as that show starts, all the items in that show will appear down the right hand side of your screen. You're simply going to select the ones that you wish to purchase, and they will go into a little red shopping bag which will appear at the top of your screen. When you're ready to log in and check out, you're going to click that shopping bag and that will take you through that process. Now you can also shop ahead, and there's a lot of you shopping ahead at the moment, which is brilliant. So from midnight you can shop all that day's deals in one go. So if you are going out, you're looking after the children, grandchildren, just doing general housework, all right, dirty word that, isn't it? Then you can shop ahead so you're not missing out. Right, shall we get started with the quiz? Let's do the first question. Oktoberfest in Germany is celebrated with which drink? Oktoberfest in Germany is celebrated with which drink? Start typing that into your comments. Right. Shall we have a look at this? Because this is lovely. So, shop crepe it's going to get you, wow, all 3 of these kits plus education showing you how to do them with step-by-step instructions and the templates inside to cut out the crepe paper for £3.33 each, £9.99 for all 3 kits. That, my friends, is a deal and a half. So if I turn this round, it will show you what you're going to get in here. So you get your pictures, so you can follow pictures. So if you're a visual learner, you're there already. There is a QR code on the back that you scan and it takes you to a full tutorial online. You're also going to get your templates, so this will be on the back of here, so photocopy this and make templates out of that. That gives you all the pieces that you need, and it also shows you which way the grain needs to be when you're cutting into it, because this crepe paper has 180% stretch, which means that you can mould it really, really, really easily. It's a brilliant product, absolutely fabulous. If you've ever tried the Fleurs Flower Forming Foam before and you found it a little bit hard on your hands, this is going to be your flower making best friend. It's brilliant. Then you also get your glue. So they even give you the glue in the kit, and then you get your 3 pieces, or your 3, is it rolls? Let me have a look, see if I can, should have had one of these open, should make, yeah, 3 little rolls of your crepe paper. So everything you need apart from scissors, they're putting in here. And of course I can't put scissors in because then we can't, well yeah, just that's silly, isn't it? But it enables you to make these beautiful little flowers. It's a mini kit. It would make a brilliant stocking filler. Even if somebody doesn't craft, they've got everything they need in there. I'm sure every household has a pair of scissors, including the glue and the templates and a full online tutorial for £9.99 for all 3 sets. So you've got that one first, then you've got your carnation. How beautiful is this? Again, full tutorial included. Love the fact that they do that. You've got your wire in there for your stem. You're getting all your templates again. So I would draw these out onto something like our thin miler and cut them out. Then you've got your 3 colours of crepe, and you've got your glue again, and your tutorial. That one is costing you £3.33 as part of the bundle. It's crazy value, this, guys. You won't get a posh coffee for that. How much is an average coffee, Andrew? Where you go? About £5 or £6 for a medium coffee, for a few beans and hot water and milk. Mad, right? £9.99 for all 3 of these. Right, your next one is this beautiful little magnolia. Isn't this gorgeous? This is my favourite. I love this. I will put this in one of the vases or a bottle that we've got coming up with some lights in. Absolutely stunning. So again, pictures, templates, glue, wire, and all your crepe paper, and you'll have a lot of crepe paper left over, so make sure that you're being frugal. What you'll see inside here, and if you watch that video tutorial, is that on the template shows you the grain and which way you have to cut it, because if you don't cut it with the grain it won't stretch, but you've got full tutorials on that anyway, so you're good to go, aren't you? So a class, 3 classes, and all the kit that you need. Just add scissors. Amazing value for money. Shop crepe, £9.99. Right, now then, these magazine collectors. So these are really cool. If you collect magazines, whether it's the Tattered Lace magazine, whether it's your craft magazines, whatever it is, or you know somebody, maybe you bought a subscription for somebody for their birthday, because it's quite popular now, that, isn't it, to buy a subscription. So this will go into any ring binder. Okay, so you literally open up those rings, put it into wherever it fits, and then close the rings. Then you open up your magazine in the middle, so the bit where the staples are, and you thread the back piece through that, and it holds it in a folder for you. So sometimes when if you try and put magazines in a folder, they all end up going sideways, don't they, because they're not supported properly. This is going to support all of those magazines. So if you do get a subscription one, maybe it's golfing, maybe it's fishing, maybe it's craft, whatever it is, maybe you just want to store your Tattered Lace magazines in binders and keep them like nice and perfect, then these are brilliant. Now you're going to get 50 of those. That'll keep you going for a bit, won't it? 50 of them, 5 packs in total, 10 in each. Shop magazine, £14.99, down from £49.95. Now, if I'd looked at the price at full price, might have been like, that's a bit, but now £14.99, that's just an instant purchase. That is absolutely brilliant. So if you do get magazine subscriptions, that's your way to go. Now then, I'm not expecting this to hang around for very long. Every time we've bought you this, it has sold out. We have just over 2 handfuls of these, so if you want it, please use it. Right, I'm going to read what it says on the back of the can so that you get an accurate explanation. Out and About Waterproof Fabric Protector Spray is a great way of protecting your outdoor gear from water damage. The spray can be used on most textiles, synthetic fibres and genuine leather, and help to extend the life of your outdoor items. Ideal for use on clothing, tents, sleeping bags, rucksacks, shoes, boots, umbrellas, etc. How exciting is that? Not suitable for imitation leather, so it needs to be proper leather. Directions for use. Ensure the object to be treated is free of dirt and it's dry. Before use, check compatibility and colour fastness by testing on an inconspicuous area. Love that. Spray uniformly from a distance of about 30 centimetres, so about a foot away. Allow to dry thoroughly before use and repeat the application if required. Use it in a well ventilated area. Go outside. Now, how many of us have leather boots or suede boots that you go out in the winter and you end up with those white lines, don't you? Nothing worse. You spent your money and you've bought yourself a really nice pair of boots, waterproof them. Your jackets, all that kind of thing, waterproof them. They're absolutely brilliant. Use them on your tents, sleeping bags, all that kind of stuff. Absolutely fabulous. Now, you're not just getting 1 tin, you're getting 2. Shop Water, £14.99 is going to get you both of those. UK only, I'm afraid, because it's an aerosol. But 2 of those, I'm absolutely having one of those because I have some really lovely boots and they weren't cheap. Boots are my thing. You know, some people like handbags. Yeah, boots for me, obsessed. Loads of them, honestly, love them. That's why I love winter. Leggings, boots, big jumpers, all over that. So this, 2 of them, my friends, £7.50 a can. I mean, it's worth a try, right? And it works because we've tested it. So Shop Water will get you 2 of those for £14.99. Now then, we have some books for you. Now, we've just been talking about creating your own journals. These are limited stock already. We've been talking about your journals and how you can decoupage or put those beautiful downloads that we've just brought you on the front of here. So you're going to get 5 of the black ones. Now, if you love colouring with wax pencils or graphite pencils, this is the best paper that you can use. It's a really good artist quality paper, actually, which surprised me, because when you buy something like this, you expect it to be like really cheap paper, don't you? But this isn't. It's got a key to it, which means that when you are using graphite or your wax pencil crayons or your pencils, it will grip that and you'll get a really nice finish, like a really nice smooth lay down of colour, which is important because then it gives you the best results at the end. And when you're working with wax pencils, if you go over it and over and over and over it, you can almost create like a sheen. You'll get that with this paper. So you're going to get 5 of them with the black covers. And then you're also going to get these. Now, these are fab because you're going to get 5 of the red with the black paper. Now then, if you're practicing, Stephanie's painting, and you've bought the white graphite paper, you can then trace onto that, all your designs onto that, and then paint on top of the black. You've seen Stephanie paint on black card time and time and time again. This is the paper. This is what you could be practicing in. So you're going to get 5 of those with the red covers. The other thing you could do is take the covers off and use these as your signatures, or keep the covers on and use them as your signatures. You could store them with those so they're in a binder and they're all neat and tidy. It could be your art journal, it could be a junk journal, it can be whatever you want it to be, but you're going to get 10 in total, 5 with the black and 5 with the cream, and that paper is lovely. I know my dad used to work a lot in pen and ink before he just went to pastels. He used to do lots of drawing on paper like this with pen and ink. And I remember him, we've got a picture at home actually of the shambles in York, all just done in black pen. That's beautiful. And this was the kind of paper that he used to use. That's taken me right back. 10 of those in total, my friends, 99, well, £1 each. I mean, that's ridiculous, right? £1 each. Before you discount, got 5 left. If you want it, you need to be quick. Right, now then, we've got this fabulous little kit here from Creative. And do you know what I love about Creative? Creative are a Danish brand, and they care about their education, their customer service, and the quality of their product, just the way that we do here at Highlight Crafts, which is why we make a good team. And this is lovely. So it could be a gift for somebody, or it could be a little treat yourself. This is the punch needle kit. Okay, so it comes beautifully packaged for you as well. So I'm going to open it up and show you exactly what you're getting. And while I'm doing that, I'm going to grab the quiz and do the second question. Multitasking today, right? Right, second question. Do sponges have hearts? Never thought I'd say that out loud. Do sponges have hearts? That's an interesting question, isn't it? I've just seen Google light up. Right, now then, beautifully packaged in a really good quality box. Love that. Tells you the care. Inside here, you're going to get your embroidery hoop. You're also going to get a bag, so a tote bag. This is crazy value for money. So you're going to get that. You're going to get your tote bag, so maybe you're going to use that for your needle punching, maybe you're going to use it for something completely different, okay? So you're going to get your bag in there. You're then going to get a little brush in there as well. You will get, I'm going to say, yep, more information on there, so you'll scan that QR code. Then you're also going to get your glue, so your clear glue. Then you're going to get your needle punch, so don't want to open it in case somebody needs it, but there's also wire in there as well. Then you're also going to, now this cotton yarn is lovely. It's like the best quality I think I've ever, it's super soft and the colours are beautiful. So you're going to get all of that, and then you're going to get your templates, and then you've got your instructions. So instructions on how to, technique, how to thread a punch needle, QR code for that. Technique 2, how to tuft, that QR code there. Another QR code there, how to weave in the ends. And then on the other side, you've got your step-by-step instructions. How cool is that, right? What a great gift that would be. So you're going to get all of that in that box. So everything that you need to make that project. So look how lovely that is on the bag. Isn't that lovely? Like rainbows. Gorgeous, isn't it? I'd like to have a go at this. I think that might be quite therapeutic. Do you know what I mean? If you've done needle punching before, let me know. Is it therapeutic? Is it like felting, where you can do that? I like the idea of that. Right, so that's your box kit, but also included, you're going to get another kit. So you're going to get everything in here. You also need your embroidery hoop, your punch needle, and your brush. So you've got all that in the big box, right? This is an extra little piece for you. So you've got your wadding on the back, you've got your little Ada on there as well, you've got your design, you've got your threads in there, you've got your glue, and you've got some wire, which is fabulous. So you're getting that kit as well. Now, if you want to gift that, that doesn't come with the punch needle. So what we've done is we've added an extra one in because we can. And my friend, you're getting, this should be £45 and 96 pence. Today, you're getting all of it for £29.99. That's brilliant. So maybe you're going to keep that and gift this with the needle. Maybe you're just going to keep it all. Whatever you prefer. Doesn't matter to any of us. You absolutely. That's brilliant, isn't it? And it's something a bit different. You know, sometimes when you sit there and you're like, right, I've made loads of cards. What else can I do? I've done my cadence stuff. I need something else. Just to sit there at night and do. Get your hands busy. Start eating all those bags of Maltesers like I do. This Brilliant. Shop kit, $29.99. Right, let's have a look at some foam tape next. So you're going to get 3 boxes of this. Oh, we haven't got a lot of this either. So ideal for school, home and office. Double-sided adhesive tape, 4 meters approximately. 320 double-sided sticky pads, and they're a nice release. Can I just put that out there? The backing comes off this really easily, and you're going to get that 3 times. So this is the boring bit of craft, isn't it? This is the bit that we don't want to spend the money on, but we have to do our craft. So while we've got it on a deal, so in total you get approximately 12 meters of your foam tape, and foam tape is much easier to use if you're doing your shaker cards. Much easier, okay, because you're not having to get all those spaces filled in with all those little squares, and then you've also got your rectangular foam pads as well. So all 3 of those, that is shop tape, $8.99. Okay, so you're getting all of that. Now, we've been bringing you lots of different glass bottles recently, haven't we? And some of them, you know, the ones that have love etched on the front, I've been saying to you for ages, go and have a look on the website, because we sell the corks with the lights in them. We've got the corks with the lights in them on the show. Brilliant, right? So you're going to get 10 in each pack. So you just literally, let's see if there's batteries in this one or whether it's been pulled through. Oh, hold that straight. Right, let's have a look. Look at that. And it's a lovely white light. How lovely is that? Now those, so if you've got those bottles, or it could be a wine bottle that you've emptied, could be all of that. These outside in the summer on your table will look absolutely beautiful. Christmas. There's nothing to stop you at all. So let's think this through. If you've got a project, something like your acrylic that we had on with Jane. Are you smiling at me, Emily? Oh, it's gone wonky. I know. I just stand like this. No, other way, like that. There you go. It's gone wonky. I know. It's honestly, just straighten it up, love. We know it's wonky. Okay, we're not talking about it, Andrew says. I wonder what she was smiling at. That was all. Right. So if you got your resin the other day, you know, when Jane demonstrated that resin with those words, and you want to put lights in it, this is going to be fabulous. This is no bigger. In fact, it's probably smaller than some of the little battery lights, the packs on the lights would be normally. So you can still hide that, but there's nothing to stop you using these in your card making or your mixed media. You can absolutely do that. But if you have got empty jar, these are going to be lovely, aren't they? Just outside as you're watching the sunset in the evening. Lovely those, and you're getting 20 of them. Now, we won't be bringing the bright hot lights in anymore, but these are a brilliant alternative. Yes, you've got the cork, but you know what? Make a little box around it, make it look pretty. Brilliant, that. And you're getting both sets for $14.99. So you're buying one and you're getting the other one for nothing. We like bringing you deals on these kinds of shows. And whenever we find deals, we also like to pass them on to you, because that's really important. Maybe you got the trees in the last hour, those wooden trees, and you want to decorate those up and put lights around them. Perfect for that. Right, Shop Light. It's going to get you both of those packs for $14.99. Half price today, that. Buy one, get one free. How big are the foam pads? Right, let me have a look. I'm going to open one. Get in trouble, I get in trouble. I'm always in trouble anyway. I like being in trouble. Means I've been up to mischief and had fun. That size. So I'm going to say, I don't think we've got a ruler in here, have we? Probably not. Right, I'm going to say that is probably, I'm going to say 15 millimeters, maybe 18 millimeters by 10. So take one of these off, look, that big. That's how big they are, that big. Okay, and they're not too deep either. I'm going to say that's probably 2 mil, maybe 1.5, but yeah, it's not too high, because you don't want foam pads that are too deep, do you? You want them that are shallow. You can make them deeper, but you can't make them shallower, because if you cut down the middle that way, you've no sticky. So you're getting all of those and the roll 3 times. Bargain, that. Bargain. Right, let's see if we can get them back in now. Nobody knows that I've taken them out. Don't tell anybody. Right, back in the box. There you go. 3 sets. You get approximately 4 meters on your roll, foam roll as well, which is brilliant. Right, let's do another question. So, first question was, Oktoberfest in Germany is celebrated with which drink? Question number 2, random, but I love it. Do sponges have hearts? I don't know what the answer is to that, because they do grow under, they do on the sea foam sponges. Interesting that, isn't it? Question number 3, what is the largest species of bear? You're just going to type them in individual comments underneath the video. Brilliant that. Right, let's move on. Now then, I know it's early. We're looking at Christmas, but these can be all year round. So maybe you bought those trees in the last hour, those blank wooden ones. These could be lovely just in your home all year round. Now these are glass ornaments and they're beautiful. Look at these. How lovely are these? Now you can repaint them if you want. Listen. They're glass. Aren't they beautiful? Look at that. And they're all different. You've got lots of different ones in here. So you're going to get 3 boxes and there are 6 in a box. Is that right? 18 pieces. Yep. For $9.99. Look at that. Look at that. How beautiful are they? But you can paint over them. I'll tell you what, these would be nice with on your Christmas tree with your diamond paints. Can you imagine those all sparkly and shiny with the twinkly lights? They'd look amazing, wouldn't they? Absolutely fabulous. So you're going to get, they all come individually packaged as well. So they are glass, they're well packed when they come to you. And they're a really lovely addition to your Christmas tree. I have ornaments. So when we first moved into the house that we're in now, which is about 15 years ago now, I don't know where that 15 years have gone. I went out and I bought lots of brand new Christmas tree ornaments. It cost me a small fortune, but I use them every single year. Adding something like that in, because I have berries and all sorts of stuff, flowers and all sorts on my Christmas tree. Those will be lovely, but I would take them and I would just paint them with the colour that matches the rest of the tree and just paint them because I think they're absolutely fabulous. And you're getting 18 of them for $9.99. Tenner for 18 of them. Glass. Absolutely. Don't think you have to keep them as they are because you can absolutely paint them. Beautiful, aren't they? Lovely. Frotropery. Are we going up here? Topiary. Oh. There's only one of these. One. Oh, you need to be quick. I like these. I need to sort out our topiary trees because we have them at either side of the front door. And then Mick took them out the pots and put them in the garden and they've gone wild. Literally wild. I've got all those little white bits and they're all sticking out everywhere, so I need to sort those out this weekend. But how fabulous are these? Aren't they lovely? Again, I'll tell you what these would be nice with. Paint the bases with your Cadence product and then get your tiny Sospeso flowers, put a wire on the back of them and just pop them in here. That would look lovely, wouldn't it? Maybe you just got them on your garden furniture outside, just as a little bit of an ornament. They're $9.99 for both, but we've only got one. Shop Bush is going to get you those. And they are plastic, but they actually look, you know, sometimes when you get plastic and you're like, oh yeah, that doesn't look good. These are actually really rather nice. You can make your own flowers if you wanted to and decorate these up. Or you could just take these out and use the little urns that they come in at that price, couldn't you? Brilliant. Love that. Fastest fingers first. Whew, nearly got myself into trouble then. Right, let's have a look at these threads next. Okay, so if you're a sewer, we've got some threads for you. This is a polyester thread. You're going to get 1,000 meters, good grief, 1,000 meters on every single one of them. So 10,000 meters in total. Polyester thread, it says colours may vary and there may be, colours will vary and they may contain duplicates, but you're going to get 10,000 meters of thread. Now, this is a really nice fine thread, okay? It's super, super fine. Let me show you. If you've got a really fine needle and you've got the piercing kit from Brother for Scan and Cut, you could use this thread and stitch through it. I would make sure I would go around and paper pierce it twice, just so that you've got a little bit of a wider hole because you can't make them bigger because it's a dot. So go in and do all the dotting and then do it again, and then get a fine needle and this thread and you could stitch through it. It would look exquisite, but all the boring bits been done for you by the machine, and then you would just add this in. You know what, every house should have a little sewing kit, shouldn't they? I have my mum's, literally I have my mum's, and she took the middle out of a diary, and then she just put some little foam sheets of felt rather, stitched them into the back of into the middle, into the spine of the book, and then kept all the needles and everything else, and then I had my grandma's button box, and that's got all sorts of stuff like this in as well. If you want that, it is Shop Reels with an S, and it's $7.99 for 10,000 meters. I mean, flipping heck. I know, right? Right, let's have a look at this photo paper next. So we have some premium glossy photo paper for you here. Now, if you're printing off some of that beautiful artwork that we have brought you this morning, this is going to look lovely on this. So it's premium quality, it's glossy, so you'll need your glossy photo settings when you're printing this, so make sure that you're doing that. Just set that up in your printer settings. You're going to get 8 sheets, so you're going to get 16 A4. I mean, some of those designs that we brought you this morning are going to look absolutely beautiful on this. The one with the jam jars, it'll make those jars look like they're shiny. They're gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. If you missed either of the 2 shows this morning, please watch them back because those downloads are phenomenal. I know David's sunning himself in Mallorca and he'll be having a lovely time, but he'll be a little bit miffed when he comes back because he would have wanted to launch those because they're gorgeous. Right, so 16 A4 sheets, and then you're also going to get 50 A6 sheets. So plenty to be working with. And somebody has taught scrapbooking for decades. How often do you sit round your phone and reminisce about those photographs on there? Not very often, do you? I remember when my grandma passed away, she was 99, bless her. She was 8 days away from getting her telegram from the Queen. And we went through her house, obviously tidying it out, and found all of these fantastic photographs. And I took them out of those albums, you know, those sticky albums that you have, that, oh, please get your photographs out of there because they're just deteriorating with every day that goes by because they're full of acid. The glue and the card was full of acid before we knew better. And we sat there and I got them all out of the albums, including her wedding album, which was really special. And the best way to get them out of those albums, if you've got them, you know, the ones that you open out and they've got the plastic that goes over the top, is to warm the glue with the hairdryer, get a piece of dental floss, get it underneath the photograph, and you'll take them out cleanly. If you try to pull them, they can just disintegrate. But my point with this is, I did a whole album. And then my cousins, Andrew and Susie, who I don't see very well, I haven't seen them for years because they live all different places of the country and they have their own lives to get on with. They came round and we sat there and we looked through the album together. We thought, you know what, it's one album, a couple of hours, let's sit there. All day we were there reminiscing. We all sat together. We had a little picnic on the carpet at Grandma's house like we did when we were kids. And we sat there and went through this album and the stories. So you've got your own memories, haven't you? You've had your journey, you know your story. But when you look at it from somebody else's point of view, like Andrew's or Susie's or whoever your family members are, you'll get a completely different look. So I went away and I got them to write their memories down and put it in the back of the album. So their great-great-great-great-grandchildren will know who that person was and what they were like and what the life was that they lived. And it's really important that we memorialise that. So perfect, get those photos printed off, okay, and get them into albums nice and safe because somebody one day will be very appreciative of that. Right, let's have a look at these now. These are your Decton 3 touch lights or 3-piece touch lights. They're 12 lumens. They will go for 20 hours. There is a one touch to switch on and off and no tools needed. They require 3 AAA batteries. They're not included, so you're going to add those in. But you're not just getting 3, you're getting 6 of these. Let's have a look on the back. Right, so the stick down. So inside here you've got one touch switch on and off, tells you there's no tools, tells you batteries, and then you've got stickers and you just stick them right in the boot of your car, right? In a cupboard, you know those cupboards under the stairs, one of those in there. On your desk, if that's what you want, you know, if you work in a little tiny corner, this is going to give you extra light. Inside the garage, the shed, anywhere where you can't get electric to, these are going to be absolutely brilliant. You're going to get 6 of these. I got something similar to this at home to stop Mick going out looking ridiculous with that thinking thing round his head with the light on. Honestly, cried laughing. And he kept saying, why is it funny? Because it's got straps everywhere. And yeah, so I was crying when he put that on, laughing. So these are going to be brilliant. We have a massive cupboard in our bedroom that goes from one side to the other, and it slopes with the eaves, so you can't stand in to put a light in there and do anything, because you've got to literally crawl into the cupboard. But this inside is going to be brilliant because you can't see. It's really dark and you can't see what's in that cupboard. So these are going to be perfect. So if you've got anywhere like that, Harry Potter under the stairs, anything like that, you're going to enjoy those. Shop LED, $17.99 for 6. I mean, that's £3 each. Andrew says they use them in their camper van, in the kitchen underneath your shelving. That's a good shout, Andrew. We don't have those because our kitchen is so old, but I'm going to redo it, but I don't want to get rid of it because it's such a good quality kitchen. My mum and dad, I think they put it in when I was 13, and that will be tomorrow, 43 years ago. Still the same kitchen. You'd never know it wasn't fitted yesterday. It's really, really good quality. But we don't have those lights underneath the cupboards. Brilliant shout that, Andrew. I'm having those. Thanks for that. You've just made me spend $17.99. But you know what? Does the job. Right, talking about doing the job, we've got a little pack of screwdrivers, a tape measure, and a utility knife for you here. I like these knives because you use the blade, then you break it off and you get the whole strip. This is how you move the blade forwards and backwards. You've got a Phillips screwdriver and a flathead screwdriver included in there. So things like we brought you the other day when we brought you that light box where you could put all the different letters in, and I said to you, you need to unscrew the screws to put the batteries in. Screwdrivers. And I know you'll have screwdrivers in your house, in your garage, in your shed, but how often do you need one in your craft room? How often do you think, oh, I've got to go and find the screwdriver now? Get yourself a little set like this. I use the tape measure in our house more than Mick does. Love a tape measure. So 5 meters in length. You've got the little bit there that locks it into place and releases it like that. Any measuring, job done. The whole kit, so for your craft knife with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 blades, and your retractable knife, so retract it back, keeps it safe in your craft bag. The lid's not going to fall off it, and then you put your hand in and cut yourself, so that's a good one to have, even just for opening parcels. I'm terrible. I go home, there'll be a parcel. There's always a parcel. There's always several parcels. And I end up opening up a pair of scissors, holding the blade and doing that, right? One of those. Safe. I have to have this kit as well. Screwdrivers and the tape measure. All of that little lot. Shop tool, $12.99. Now then, my friends. A few weeks ago now, perhaps about we're limited stock, okay? 2 or 3 weeks ago, I'm going to say, Amanda, who is a trained qualified nail technician, and myself bought you this kit. This is incredible value for money. So first of all, you're going to get all of these embellishments. So you've got all your gems in here. Okay, so you've got all your different colours. Now, if this wasn't limited stock, I'd open it, but somebody might need this one. So you've got all your different colours of your little gems. You've then got these little elements, these little tiny pieces that have got that Aurora Borealis look to them. So they're just lovely. They've got that iridescence to them. Really, really pretty. Now, if you're doing, the kids are going, like our Alice and Jack are going to Tenerife today. Didn't invite me. I know, right? Rude. But this would have been brilliant for Alice's toenails, fingernails, all that kind of thing. Just a bit of fun, but also for yours. Amanda did mine when we were doing the show, and she used the gems on there, and really easy to apply. So you've got those. Then you've got some foils in here as well, and then you've also got little tiny stars in all those different colours, and there's some little tiny stars are butterflies. No, they're butterflies. Little butterflies in here. So again, your gel, your top coat, pop those in, or gel, pop those in, top coat over the top. Right, so that's the first thing that you're going to get. The next thing that you're going to get is, let's bring this out of here. So you're going to get your brushes. Now these are great. Keep these for your nail art if you want to, or you can use them with your paints, etc. So I need to open these. This is doing my head in now. Got to open it and show you. Otherwise you don't know what you're buying, do you? Right, this is going to be a great Christmas present as well for the teenagers. I'd love this if somebody bought me this for Christmas. Right, so you've got your flat brushes here. So this can be for applying your gel polish if you want it to be. You've got your smaller version. You've got a very super fine brush if you want to do your lines. You've got that. You've then got a little tool that enables you to pick up all your embellishments. You've got two of your little fan brushes, so if you want to do different techniques. Then you've got a super fine one there. Look how fine that is. That's incredible. Look at that against my hand. Amazing, isn't it? But this is the one that Amanda was raving about because she literally did a line. So she put the gel polish on, took my fingernail and literally just went like that. Well, I'm not very good at that, but like that. I know I'm working upside down. Right, you need to break the size on that brush. So you saw there it was clumping together. That's something that they do to protect it in transit and keep that bristle. Look how it's gone back to that fine point. Now you can do it. Look at that, your lines. Now, I went to the nail technicians the other day and I was sat next to a lady who was having all sorts put on her fingernails. Now to get her for a gel polish and an infill, it's £27, I think. She paid over £60 because she had all the different nail art put on. You can do that yourself now. So for another £19.99 on top of that, you can do your own. So maybe you get them to just do, you know, do the basics, and then you go home and you finish them off yourself. So you're getting all of that in there as well. There's more yet, we haven't finished. You get your little embossing tool set. So really super fine for your dotting, or slightly wider if you want bigger dots. These are also good for your art dotting as well with your paint. So you've got that. You're then also going to get, I've got to get this out of here, you're going to get the bag. I know, you're getting the bag as well. And that's brilliant. Right, let's get this out of here and this out of here. I'm getting exciting with this. Oh, Melanie. Right, in here you're also going to get this lot out, nail file. These aren't cheap. We have to use these on both nails because they're so sharp. We have to use them on his nails. Literally, Mick sits there. It's hilarious. He sits there, dog lies down, gets himself comfy, and he sits there having his nails filed. It's hilarious. So you've got the bag. You've got all the goodies that I've shown you. Then you're going to get your nail glue. So this is what you're going to put your little embellishments on with, like your gemstones. You get your nail glue in there. And then you also get a no wipe top coat. And Amanda was saying this is important because some top coats can stay sticky and you have to wipe it off. This is a non-tacky, no wipe top coat. That's the one. Now you're also going to get all of these gels. Now they have the fine brushes in them, so for your detail. However, you can take one of your regular brushes that come in here, that was just shown you, and paint your nails with this. So you're getting 3, 6, 9, 12 colours. This is crazy, isn't it? 12 colours, and then you're also going to get your LED nail light or your lamp. So this is crucial. Okay, so we're going to give you everything that you need to do your own nail art at home, which is fantastic, isn't it? And it'll save you a small fortune if you're somebody who has to have the nails done like me every 2 to 3 weeks because they grow really fast. I know Lily's been here 3 weeks. Her nails don't seem to have grown at all. In 3 weeks, mine are up here. You get your LED lamp and you get your electric. So this is UK only, I'm afraid. But what a fantastic set. If you're looking for a gift for somebody who loves their nail art, is into the fashion and loves just looking good, you get the bag, you get the lamp, you get your correct electrics, you get 12 of your polishes, you get your glue, your non-white top coat, your emery board, your dotting tools, your brushes, and all of those embellishments. Shop art $79.99. That, my friends, would be a brilliant gift. My daughter-in-law has set herself up doing nails like this. Cost her a lot more than that. A lot more than that, let me tell you, because I halved her at it. It's cost a small fortune. And then when it came here, I was like, blinking heck. Right, let's do another quiz question next, shall we? Right, we'll do the last two, actually. So question number 1. Oktoberfest in Germany is celebrated with which drink? Question number 2, do sponges have hearts? Random. Question number 3, what is the largest species of bear? Question number 3, which American president was involved in the Watergate scandal? And question number 5, what is the name of Batman's butler? Right, let me repeat those again. Oktoberfest in Germany is celebrated with which drink? Do sponges have hearts? Is question number 2. Question number 3, what is the largest species of bear? Number 4, which American president was involved in the Watergate scandal? And question number 5, what is the name of Batman's butler? There you go. Right, my lovelies, I want to come back to these LED bottle lights because these are brilliant. You're getting them on a buy one, get one free today, and there is nothing stopping you. So we used to bring you those little bright heart lights, didn't we? Do you remember, on those strings, and you could cut them anywhere? On this, I love these because, and you had to hide the battery pack then. So I used to make like a little, bit like a wallet on the back. So a rectangle that had tabs on the side and the bottom, a little notch that was cut out at the top, and I slid the battery pack in there. Now you could do that with the cork that's on here, because I'd rather you buy these and be able to use them for different reasons than try and find those bright hot lights, because they're expensive. So you're getting 10 sets in here. They will just go into your glass jars. So if you're having a wedding and you bought those glass jars that have got love on the front, or you've covered some of your jars with rice paper, then you can put these into your bottles into your bottles rather than your jars. These will go on top and the lights will light up. You're going to get, pay for one, you're going to get a second set free. But I think if you made yourself a little box, and we're all capable of doing that because we craft, you could hide the cork in the little box and make it look really pretty, and then you could use these in all your cards. Coming up to Christmas, these are going to be invaluable, aren't they? But also, remember, we brought you that Cadence resin on Monday with Jane, and she was using that, and we got asked quite a lot, can you put lights in them? These would be perfect. And then you just have that decorated, painted, whatever, and the batteries are also in there. It's a bright white light, so they look lovely outside in the garden if that's what you want to do. And just recycle your wine bottles or whatever bottles you have, clear bottles, soak the label off, put something pretty on it, and then put those inside. You're going to get 20 in total for $14.99. That's crazy value for money. Let's have a think. How much is that? £1.49 if you're getting 10. So £7.50 for 10. 75 pence each one. Got to have those, right? Got to have those. Now then, coming back to your tape, you are going to get in each one of these boxes approximately 4 meters of double-sided adhesive tape and 320 double-sided sticky pads. So in total, you're going to get approximately 12 meters of your tape, your foam tape, not double-sided tape, sorry about that, your foam tape. You're going to get that and 960 double-sided foam pads. I'll show you the size of them, then you can see, because everybody wants to know that, don't we? We want to know what we're buying. Let's get those out of here. So these are the sides of your rectangular pads. I'm going to say they're probably 2 mil deep. So they're a nice depth. You don't want them too big, but you don't want them too small either. And then you've got the same depth in your foam tape. Now, if you're doing your shaker cards in a rectangle or a square, start with a mitered corner, go across, mine to the other corner, so you'll do them that way going out, then do the same again coming down the sides and the same across the bottom, and that will seal all those pieces into that shaker card for you, because there's nothing worse than getting a shaker card, you open the envelope and everything falls out. That's going to be brilliant. You could also make this narrower by cutting down the middle. If you're going to do that, use some serrated edge scissors, so because they're better, or titanium ones because they don't get sticky, and dip them in water first before you cut it. It'll stop the tape sticking to your scissors. So a little top tip for you there. So if you want that lot, my friends, it is Shop Tape and it's $8.99. Bargain, that one. Right, faux leather we haven't looked at yet. Now, coming up to Christmas. Faux leather, poppy red. This is a lovely colour, look at this. Maybe you're going to make your poppies out of this for your remembrance. Maybe you make and sell for the Royal British Legion. This will be lovely because you can die cut this. So if you've got a Pro Cut with a metal shim or a die cutting machine with a metal shim, you can cut this with your regular thin metal dies. If you've got a Scan and Cut, it loves this. It will cut it like an absolute dream for you. Now I'm going to open it out so you can see the size that you're getting. This is huge. I'm going to come round here, over here like this. I'm going to come round to you, Emily. Look at that. If I put that on the floor, you can just see me over the top. Hi. Do you know what I'd use this for? Christmas table. As a tablecloth. How fabulous would that be? Right? Brilliant, isn't it? It's got a lovely fabric lining back to it as well, so it doesn't matter whether you put this side or that side on your Scan and Cut mat, it will cut it. Just make sure your mat's nice and sticky, because there isn't a complete surface area, so there isn't a flat surface area on any side of that, so make sure that your mat's nice and sticky, but it cuts like a dream. Absolute dream. Love our faux leather. It's a really, really good quality, and I believe, Andrew, this is the one that's vegan friendly, isn't it? I'm sure it is. I'm sure it's vegan. I'm sure it is. I don't know whether we'll have put that on the details, but I'm sure I remember saying that. Might be wrong, but I'm sure I'm not. Well, kind of sure. Sure as I can be anyway. Right, Andrew, what do you want me to recap on now, please, darling? Waterproof spray. Okay, this is brilliant product. And the sketchbooks. Right, this is blinking brilliant product. So I'm going to read the back again. If you go camping, caravanning, walking, hiking, all of it. Umbrellas, it even makes waterproof. I know, how brilliant's that, right? So out and about, waterproof fabric protector spray is a great way of protecting your outdoor gear from water damage. The spray can be used on most textiles, synthetic fibres and genuine leather, and can help to extend the life of your outdoor items. Ideal for use on clothing, tents, sleeping bags, rucksacks, shoes, boots, umbrellas, etc. It's not suitable for imitation leather, okay, but it is for real leather. You're going to get 2 of these. Ensure the object to be treated is free of dirt and dry. Needs to be completely dry. Before use, check compatibility. Honestly, punctuation. Before use, check compatibility and colour fastness by testing on an inconspicuous area. There you go. Number 3. Instruction 3 is spray uniformly from a distance of about a foot or 30 centimetres. Repeat the application as required and use in a well ventilated area. Use it outside. But you're getting 2 cans. There's 300 ml in each. Obviously they're an aerosol, so unfortunately we can't send it overseas, but this is a brilliant product. So my thing is boots. And I'm going to get all my boots out and I'm going to spray them because I have a lovely pair of brown boots and they've got that white mark on it. You know, when you go to the shoe shop and they try and sell you those sprays, you're getting 2 of them for $14.99. But think about your tents, sleeping bags, all that kind of thing. Rucksacks, kids' school, right, here you go. Kids' school bags. How often do the children walk to school? You see them walking in the pouring rain. Their rucksack is dripping wet through, which means all the stuff inside it is dripping wet through. Brilliant for that. There's nothing worse than going to school and sitting in wet shoes all day, is there? This will help. Right, shop water 14.99. It's a long time since I finished school, but I'll tell you what, I can remember that. Right. Someone's having a rant. Have we only got 30 seconds? Oh gosh, right, where did that go? Right, you don't want to miss out on these either. You're getting 5 of the ones that you can use with your pencils and 5 of the ones that have got black in that you can practice your painting on. Right, we need to draw a winner. What are they winning, Andrew? Diane Street, 200 points. There you are, Diane. Keep an eye out for a message and we'll get those added to your accounts. Right, next door, Lily is going to show you card making with that beautiful download from this morning. I'll see you in an hour's time. Take care. Bye.